Most men think quitting porn is about willpower, about trying harder, deleting the apps, installing blockers, or saying one more desperate prayer. But I'm here to tell you the truth. You don't get free by trying to stop watching porn. You get free by becoming the man who no longer needs it. You see, freedom isn't behavior change. Freedom is identity shift. And until you understand that, until you transform who you are at the root, you'll keep falling back in the same cycle of guilt, shame, and relapse. Today on The Rebuilt Man, I want to help you understand why will freedom is only possible through real transformation and exactly how you can create that in your life. I'm going to walk you through 9 steps that blend biblical truth, neuroscience, and proven psychology to help you rewire your mind, renew your spirit, and rebuild your life. Because if you're tired of white knuckling it, tired of feeling like you're fighting a losing battle, and ready to become the man that God has called you to be, this episode will become your roadmap. Welcome to the Rebuilt Man podcast. My name is Coach Frank Rich, founder and host here, and it has been our mission for the last 6 years to help men just like you caught up in the depths of pornography addiction, break the chains and step into a new identity. If you're new to the podcast, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're watching this here on YouTube, make sure to turn those post notifications on. But let's start here with defining why transformation is fundamentally necessary and why you can't just stop watching porn. It starts with understanding that porn isn't the problem. Your addiction is the symptom. It's a reflection of pain, shame, stress, disconnection that's beneath the surface. And you're never going to break free by fighting the symptom. You must heal the root. And science confirms and backs this up. Every time you watch porn, you train your brain to seek escape instead of pursuing responsibility. It rewires your reward system towards instant gratification. And biblically, transformation is at the heart of all freedom. Romans 12:2 says, "Do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." In other words, you cannot live in freedom while you continue to think like a slave. So the truth here is transformation isn't optional. It's the only pathway to real freedom. And let's break that down, what that process will actually look like. 9 steps here to create real and lasting transformation. Step number 1 is you must acknowledge the truth. Freedom starts with the truth. You cannot heal what you continue to hide. Start with being honest about where you are. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with your others. Be honest before God. There's no freedom in life without confession. The Bible tells us they will know you by the truth, and the truth will set you free. Step 1 to creating real, lasting transformation is to acknowledge the truth and walk in honesty. Step number 2 here is you must begin to shift from behavioral change to identity transformation. Once again, you're not trying to quit porn. You're trying to become a man who lives with discipline, purpose, and integrity. You're trying to become the man that no longer wants, needs, or desires porn. Stop identifying yourself as an addict. Start declaring that you are a rebuilt man that is in progress. Identity is what drives your behavior. It's not the other way around. Change who you believe you are, and brother, trust me, your actions will begin to follow. Step 2 is you must shift from behavior change to identity transformation. Step 3 here is to begin the process of renewing your mind. Your brain right now is wired for escape, but you can, and it is possible to begin to rewire it for purpose. Every day you train your mind through your habits, things like prayer, meditation, breath work, journaling, workouts, and cold exposure. These habits just don't build discipline. They rebuild the brain's pathway for clarity, peace, purpose, and identity. If you are not focused on creating new habits, new thought patterns, and new behaviors, you're missing a very important part of step 3 here, which is renewing your mind. Step number 4 here is inject structure and accountability into your life. You cannot and will not transform your life alone. We know that isolation is where relapse grows. Brotherhood is where transformation becomes possible. Structure gives your new identity a foundation. Things like morning routine, our daily 5, check-ins, accountability conversations, real connection with others. As iron sharpens iron, one brother sharpens another. Accountability turns intention into real consistency. You must be willing to inject this structure and accountability into your life, and that's step 4 here. Step number 5, we've already talked about it here. Don't focus on just the habits. You must heal the root. Porn isn't your enemy. Porn has become your escape valve. You have to go beneath the surface, whether it's childhood wounds, father wounds, rejection, loneliness, guilt, shame. There's something that is driving this consistent behavior in your life, and healing will only happen when you face the pain instead of avoiding it. And this is where God wants to meet you, not in your perfection, but in your honesty. When you finally open up and say, I'm broken and there's something that I must rebuild. Step number 5, heal the root. Just don't change the habit. Step number 6 here is you must begin to replace pleasure in your life by pursuing purpose. You cannot just remove the thing that you're trying to quit. You must replace it with something more meaningful. Replace lust with leadership. Replace dopamine with discipline. Replace comfort with your calling. When you start building your body, serving your community, you're creating something meaningful. Your brain learns to crave that purpose over the constant pursuit of pleasure. You were put here for something. Your uniqueness, your gift. It's here to be shared with the world. Start identifying that. Start stepping into it. Start building it. And start sharing it with others. But step 6 is to replace pleasure seeking with purpose pursuing. Step number 7 here, embrace discipline daily through discomfort. Discomfort is the forge of real transformation. Things like fasting, cold showers, early morning workouts, hard, difficult conversations. These will all teach your nervous system that pain doesn't mean danger, but it's an opportunity for growth. Every time you choose discomfort over comfort, you're becoming stronger than your urges. You're becoming stronger than your current self. Daily discomfort will forge the discipline needed to transform you into the man that God is calling you to be. Step number 8 here, reconnect your life spiritually. Porn is a counterfeit form of connection. It promises integrity, but delivers nothing but isolation. True transformation will only happen when you reconnect with God through prayer, through surrender, through trust. You will not be able to overcome this on your own strength. It's time to surrender. Jordan Peterson, a great inspiration for all that we do here at The Rebuilt Man, has said it time and time again that freedom from addiction is only possible through a spiritual transformation. Freedom becomes that fruit of the grace in your life, not the daily grit. Surrender your life. Pursue God. Pursue the man that He is calling you to be. But if you're missing step number 8 and you're not realigning and reconnecting yourself spiritually, you will fall in time. And step number 9 here, begin to lead and serve. The final stage of transformation is real leadership. When you take what you've learned and help other men rise, your healing becomes permanent. Transformation that stops with you dies with you. Transformation that serves others will become your legacy. Who can you help lift out of this? Who can you lead to the next version of themselves? Mold this together with leadership and service of others. Quickly, let's recap those 9 steps to transformation. Acknowledge the truth, shift from behavior to identity, renew your mind, build structure and accountability, heal the root, not the habit, replace pleasure with purpose, embrace discipline through daily discomfort, reconnect spiritually, and finally begin to lead and serve. Now, here's the key though, is you don't need to do all 9 of these tomorrow, but you do need to start, because every day that you delay, you reinforce that man that you're trying to escape. And every day that you take action, you reinforce the man that God is calling you to be. Now, if you're feeling a spark of inspiration and you're ready to begin this transformation, if you're done trying to quit and ready to become, I want to invite you to join me and the brothers inside of the 7-day porn reset in our Rebuilt Man community. This challenge, this program for 7 days is completely free, and it's the perfect place to start renewing your mind, building structure, and experience the real first taste of freedom. What you get here when you join us for free is daily coaching, access to our brotherhood community, group counseling, and support, so you never have to fight this alone. You can go to therebuiltman.com/7-day reset or click the link down there in the show notes below to start your transformation today. Because here's the truth. You don't need more information. You need transformation, and that starts right now. Visit therebuiltman.com/7-day reset. Click the link down there in the show notes below. And brother, I look forward to seeing you on the inside.